Hey, here's Joe again, and welcome back to Stasis Bone Totem, where we are ready to fix the rest of the driving suit, giving it its lungs back. And that's not how it works. We need to put it here. Now.
Lungs replaced. Lungs operating within established parameters.
We should now be ready to start with this dive.
Cayne Systems, biotechnological deep atmosphere environment suite. Systems check. Alert. Apparatus is operating within established parameters. Ready for deployment.
Should have put in the wrong atmosphere to see another death scene.
Here goes, something. Preparing to dive.
There will be all kinds of eldritch horrors within this water, I'm pretty certain. Okay, and here we are, on the floor, the ocean. The aperture buff ignobly lowers divers into the ocean bed as if spitting foul foot. A panel by the supports calls down a lift, allowing one to re-enter, but the control mechanism appears to have been melted. There's no return to the mule on this route. Maybe for now. Take a look here. Is this an actual map of the structure? This looks like an actual map of the structure. Not really helpful. I don't like that I'm so slow.
Oh my god.
Are you outside?
Yes, it's... Mac... It's incredible. It's the bottom of the ocean.
I get that you're fascinated by it, but remember where you are. A place no human was ever meant to survive. Be careful.
So beautiful.
Take another look over there. Cayne. Cayne, beware of weird tentacled creature. Okay, we will take care to beware of that. A glance downward reveals the sea floor to writhe with life. A swarm of tiny crabs scatters and reconverge in the wake of your steps while the thin-nailed sized jellyfish dance with floating detritus. The clutch of bulbous mule structures appears akin to titanic malodorous eggs. The line of spotlights delineating the path casts spears of light into the darkness, making meteor showers of dust and debris pass through. The lower part of the mule dock provides egress to the deep-sea divers. To the side, a conglomeration of tiny sea life feasts on the cadaverous remains. And a maintenance teller. Without returning to the mule, divers can use the maintenance panel to perform routine upkeep.
Mac, this looks like the exterior of your escape pod room. And, I found a terminal.
Would it get you in here?
No, but it might get you out. If I can equalize the pressure in there.
Okay. I'd prefer not to have my brain blow out of my ear canals, though.
Noted. Hold on. It's behind a cage.
Okay, we have this. This is a padlock that's locked, and we have high voltage oxy, acetylene cartridge. It's almost empty. The corrosion is worrying, but beggars can't be choosers. Eat that oxygen. Oxyacetylene. oxyacetylene and then high voltage. That's weird. Like the acetylene of an acetylene torch has nothing to do with electric current at all.
Tricky. Loading these acetylene cartridges. Have to listen for the click.
Suitable for 1 or 2 uses. I mean, that use was pretty... Okay, so we have 2 uses with that. For now. Okay, we have this, where we have to insert something. Open flood black backflow. Yes.
Cycling pressure injectors.
Mac? You're now a free man. Tell me I'm amazing.
You're amazing.
You didn't have to say that.
And now we need level 1 access. So we insert the level 1 plus access card here, and then we unlock the terminal for the next step. Okay. The slabs provide a flat walking surface, a luxury in this gnarled landscape of shifting mud. And then we have the only other thing, which is a point to go to the next place. Okay. A large overhead floodlight shines a glaring light upon the canyon, making a snowstorm of passing particulates caught within the radiance. This just reads almost the same. A series of point lights have been put into the place to provide a breadcrumb trail of beacons, but gathering sand and rock has buried most and snuffed out their light. Take a look at the rock face here. We're now not here anymore, we're now here. So we moved that direction. We moved southwest. Which should help us realize what direction we're going. A dense forest of seaweed, ebbing and flowing to fickle currents, a thick mane of aggressive fur. Weedy strands caress and wrap around the diving suit, long leaves sticking to and slide over the visor, while those soft clumps worsen an already treacherous terrain. A bit of a sand grit and detritus has submerged the tiled path under a layer of rocks and mud. How is there a tiled path here? The infinite void that engulfs what little illuminated seafloor you see feels otherworldly, an impressive horror gnawing at your peripheral vision. Violent currents rush over the cliff, dragging plumes of dark sand and debris in their wake, obscuring vision and sabotaging a sense of direction. Little external infrastructure has survived the unyielding onslaught of the ocean deep, leaving you to wander a seafloor wasteland. The vastness of the surrounding black ocean imposes a sense of insignificance, utter isolation, and a solitary pinprick within the boundless shadow. The yellow hex pathway re-emerges from the flood of sand, dragging itself out from under the glowing buildup of ocean matter. Why is there a hex whatever thing here? Could take a look at that. Sharks. This does look like a VHS tape over here. But we can't go there, okay. Okay, and we go to the next place. A solitary mule module watches over this area, the far outskirts of the mule facility, likely an operational center for the nearby deep-sea rover. Small crustaceous scuttle among the rocks, feeding off the ocean muck deposited by currents surging up from the chasm below. The lip of the canyon, lit by nearby floodlights, contrasts so entirely with the dark beyond that it feels an edge to reality itself, anything and everything past that boundary, an alien otherness. A pair of natural vents belch clouds of dust over the nearby ocean bed, surrounded by clutches of mussels and tube worms and hordes of translucent shrimp. Exotic fish, each a horrific variety of deep-sea shapes, snake through the hair-like seaweed like nightmarish mites. We're gonna take a look here first before we look at the control terminal. We are... wait. We went from here to there to there. I'm not stupid. We went... or did we went... I think we went from here to here to here. Is what we actually went. And I mistook this for this one. So I was thinking we were going southwest, but we were going south and then east. Heavy-duty sea cables wave between the crane and a pair of underwater generators. The subsea crane is capable of mounting equipment or long-term warehousing operations. Obviously, the latter has resulted in this rover dangling precariously over a deep chasm. The ocean depths beyond house radiating darkness, so complete, so primally terminal that it projects an unfathomable malign intelligence that renders even the tiniest note of light wholly unwelcome and utterly rejected. This underwater vehicle could transport a crew to the surface, but unfortunately the only way to reach this rover dangling over an unfathomable nothingness is by performing a precise jump. Wait a second. Just need to try to kill myself with everybody. Something changed here. Ah, this is now open. Okay, and he can't kill himself with that. Okay. We will look at what we opened with him in a second. Gonna go a few steps further here because there's another green thing to look at.
Mac! Mac, are you there? Look!
You found the rover. Good girl.
Yeah, it's a Fido. It looks intact, too.
How are you going to get to it, though?
Good question. Stand by.
Yeah, we have those things on there. We repaired the thrusters. An impossible bulwark teases itself from the foggy boundaries of blackness just beyond, towering from the chasm below. Yeah, this is one of the alien structures we were looking at. Not necessarily alien, maybe just ancient. I don't remember the story. And it wasn't told to me in this game. This terminal facilitates control of the crane mechanism from a local or remote location. The crane in question craters a deep-sea rover in protective chuck while joyfully threatening to hurl it into the black gulf below.
Damn it. Terminal's locked. I can't access it.
Okay, then we're gonna stay at this terminal and we're gonna see what mech can do. We know all this. The only thing new is the access to the floor below, which has now been pressurized. Why do we get a cutscene? Probably because we can't go up again. Ah, yeah, okay. Clutches of ocean floor plant life quiver and sway outside the viewing portal as if beckoning spectators to join them with the freezing void, or mocking their current misery and entrapment. An infinite deep, inky blackness swirls beyond the glass. The blackness swirls, okay. Beyond the glass portal, all reality seeming to end beyond the sand and seaweed situated closest to the portal rim. The body lies face down, half submerged in water, blighted by crimson ichor expelled by the twin cadavers. Both victims bear 2 bullet wounds, evidence of efficient slaughter. The pennants continue to hum quietly, undeterred by and uncaring for the state of the facility they power and operate. The sharp cold water perpetually gnaws and bites at the Hydra's surface. Ocean floor sediment has accompanied the escape pod's overflow seawater, begrimming it. The machine sits lifeless. Burn marks announce a handful of bullet punctures. Okay, we look at the corpse first.
More bodies.
Yeah, but these were...
Yeah, this was the rescue team, or the
They were shot in the back of the head.
cleanup team. Not rescue team.
Gunshots! I heard gunshots.
Oh, I
Many
forgot about him
gunshots.
already.
Days ago. Weeks ago. eons ago. My head.
The corpse slumps against the wall, retaining some sense of dual-witted shock it experienced when faced with its execution. The glint of a gold tooth peeks out from its chops. Nice. A keycard. Mobile. I once saw a guy minced by lasers trying to use a stolen keycard. Here's hoping this place is less reliant on murder traps. I mean, we can just try to take it? No, we use the spear to plan it.
What is my life right now?
You should sterilize your hands, Mac.
I really should.
There's been no mention about how useless it is now to take these gold-capped teeth. Like, we need a reason to do that. We just did it because this is an adventure game. This brings back some memories I'd hope were behind me. Not stuff I'm proud of, nor something I'm eager to discuss. Okay, we had to have some gold teeth. And the door access has been denied. Unauthorized personnel have been denied access to many areas of the mule due to emergency evacuation protocols. Insert access card. Break glass in emergency.
Attention. The Cayne Medical Division is not responsible for injuries or cardiac events resulting from the premature removal of this device.
Oh, that's shocking.
Great to have some proper...
What? Nothing? Come on.
Yeah, that's shocking. Great to have some proper medical equipment, but this isn't quite something that one can use by themselves more than once. This is a thing that all three of these could kill themselves with. But that's not what it's for. Okay. Keycard. In here. 9866. Insufficient security level for door access. Security level 1, not 1+. P. Henry. Okay. Break that apart. Break that apart. Shortcut the circuit of the keycard. Torch a hole in it to make it a 1+ instead of a 1. Yeah, we need to try. We need to try. We don't have a slot to insert this. So the only thing I can think about, oh god, this will take an eternity. We had another terminal that needed security access, but it needed 1+. I'm not certain whether that means 1 or higher, or whether that means actually 1+. I see you, Squid.
So much life down here. At this depth.
Jellyfish. Hope's second favorite.
She loved how they bounced.
My Charlie. My Hope.
Where was the terminal maintenance panel? Okay. Maintenance overdue. Eject hydro transformer. We have a hydro transformer. I've worked with these before. They utilize an ocean's current to generate current. However, the voltage is rather low. Maybe we can pump it up with a suitable addition. Wow, okay. Turn off mule lights. Non-essential lights terminated. Okay, and then we use the defibrillator on the hydro transformer.
Defibrillator needs an extra jolt of power. The hydro generator ought to do it.
I'm a little surprised this didn't explode when we Frankensteined the power things together. This is going to deliver one hell of a shock. Put it back here. Use that. I don't like the alarm sounds. They are a bit overdone in this game. I mean, they're overdone in real world so that you can hear them. I don't know where to use that. The only person who can use that is her. Unless we opened a door for Moses, but we would have been told. Something might have changed because we turned off the light though. There might be like some bigger fish coming now or something like that. No, the unnecessary lights are still on. Why did turning off the light not do anything? Like, oh, did this control terminal get activated by me putting the card in the other one? That might have been the case. That they're connected. They are not. I have no idea what to do, Moses. There's something here that is new. That door still sealed. I don't remember anything like that blocking my access here. That door is still sealed. Okay. We've had all that. There's another sealed door in the vents. Over here, down here. That's the only other door that I can think about. And now it's empty again. Okay. New stuff to explore. We get a cutscene for him too, as also the third one. Oh, and it's locked behind us. All three are now moved up to chapter 3. There's a mate.
You are in VAT Central Processing, a restricted area.
VAT Central Processing. So, wait, VAT with V80. So I have no idea what this is about. I was immediately thinking like VAT with E. And so I thought, oh, animal care. No, it's not. A jungle of coral-like growth has erupted throughout the room, a dense biome of fungal plants imposing themselves over and into various electronics. The fungal growth has overwhelmed the hatch door, burying it under an unassailable thick blanket of warbling, mossy shapes. A few sprawling growths emit a ghostly bioluminescent glow, as if imitating or competing with the flashing panelites that blanket the wall. Numerous fungal plants have grown from the recess and join lining the doorway, jamming it shut. And then let's go to the maintenance terminal here. Hack that. Kill. I read kill. Okay. Lake Cobelius. Connected. Vet Security DB. Okay, surveillance. Mule database not connected. Mule logs not connected. Security and privileges. Elevate access by employee ID. Okay, that's good. Personal log. Okay, Lake Cobelius. This is the doctor that we read about. This was like one of the doctors that was experimenting with weird stuff, was totally into this guy. That's all I really remember. Chris, I remember the day I first saw you. You were standing at the landing of the escalator, waiting to meet your friend for lunch. That friend happened to be Mike, and Mike happened to be trying to hook us up. We made googly eyes at each other, and a few days later, we went on an actual date. A week later, we moved in together. Every morning, I brought you your first cup of coffee. Every morning until I miss you. I hope I dream of you tonight. From Tease. Excerpt. Effects of PS-139 on genetic structure. While transmission occurs primarily via respiration, with some evidence showing infection also spreading via ingestion, the fascinating symptoms begin with seeding the nervous system. The micropin effect hijacks strands of the host's RNA, incorporating its genetic material into the host's genome. No, the host doesn't. The host does have RNA. The host doesn't have a genome out of RNA. The host's genome is DNA. RNA is used for messaging and building proteins and stuff, but the host genome is not RNA. That is common knowledge by now because of the RNA virus that we had to deal with a few years ago. Whatever. Memories. I must dig up the old research that the shark guy mentioned. This rogue material contains, among other things, a segment of non-coding DNA. DNA that we suspect is responsible for upregulating gene expression in an exponential scale. While the symptoms caused by PS-139's growth in the lungs are too severe for the human body to survive for long, in more robust hosts, it could lead to drastic changes in behavior and personality, eventually even to new cellular physiology. Aha. From Robert Liversage, new person. All Organic Computing Division members. Okay, everyone, heads up, the new vet brain is arriving tomorrow. It's these brains they put in because AIs on silicon chips are not good enough. You need actual brains. Yeah. The board only provided us with this new model because of the projected value of the research we're doing here. Please handle this equipment with the utmost care as we take over its maintenance during the final weeks of maturation. I'd rather not end up at the depth realignment center on the ring. Chris, I just remembered that storm on the old orange Grove house. It knocked out the electricity and we made shadow puppets on the wall and talked nonsense until the lights came back. Tease gave me an idea. I say the first name because his last name I can't pronounce for the life of me. Tease gave me an idea. It could screw up their precious vet, but if there's a chance, don't worry, I'll be careful. I've been using the ventilation system to access central processing between shifts. I miss you so goddamn much. Remember our fellow Carl Sandburg poem? Yellow dust on a bumblebee's wing, grey lights in a woman's asking eyes, red ruins in the changing sunset embers. I take you in pile-high memories. Death will break her claws, on some I keep. That's not a good poem. Whatever. Chris, I was thinking back to when James was 3. I'd sing him a lullaby before bed. That annoying one. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, 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 go to... That's a good lullaby. Then after a week, he changed the words to be about me and sang it back to us. Oh God. I've partitioned off each of the vet brain's right hemispheres to be used solely for the regular computing requirements of the Mu. With the increased processing power of dense neural path created by the microbe, no one should think it odd that they are only using half their brains for the task they're being given. Okay, they're using the microbe to enhance the vet brain. Am I reading that right? The other half of each brain is mine. I've done some tampering. The vets should be restricted to my implanted memories from before your diagnosis, before it all went to shit. Now I have to make sure no one goes snooping. On a base full of people whose literal job is to be inquisitive. It should be fun. So he's trying to use the He was injecting the microbes into the vet brain that runs the whole thing to make it more efficient so that he can use half the power of that brain to recreate Chris. Because Chris is dead. That's what I'm getting out of this. Tease. The mule wackadoodle keeps messaging me. I never respond. His protruding mechanical organs make me uncomfortable. Chris, did I ever tell you that your impossible father approved of me in the end? In a moment of lucidity, he told me, I envy you. I never got to visit space. So after Parkinson's took him, James and I built a model rocket and launched it into the heavens as a tribute to old grumpy grandpa. Your absence is a void at the center of my life, but soon that will change. The meta-fiber pathways in the hippocampus, the prefrontal cortex, and the basolateral amygdala have been successfully mapped based on the archived cortical engrams I kept from before Chris's illness. He is recreating Chris. Shit, Liversage reviewed the baselines for VET-01 and noticed the increased neural activity. I need to think fast. Robert, I've been tinkering with the VET mule temporal sequencing to maximize the data throughput. As a result, you can expect to see some unusual activity in the MAC readings. This is perfectly normal. I'm so close. The high-resolution neuroimaging data shows excellent results. There's now a complete structure and functional neural engram of Chris's brain synapse in VET-01. VET-01 sending a message to Lake. Just before James was born, I woke up to a soaking wet bed. I shouted, "Quick, get this into the laundry." You were flabbergasted. I screamed, "I'm not leaving until the washing is done and the house is clean." Is the house clean? Chris, I'm detecting multiple neural path sets in the VET system. What are you doing? If I pick this up, then Liversage will too. Milford is already snooping. This month has felt like a beautiful dream, but I have to end it before everything comes crashing down. They can't have you. I'm scared. You abandoned James. You left me to die. Don't leave us again. Oh god. By the way, we need him. And this? Oh, we don't need it yet. 9866. Boop. And 9866. Privilege escalated to level 9. Yes, indeed. Great. So we have a level 9 employee now, so we can use the door access to unlock the door.
Got it. Doors open.
And we now can continue with Mech, but we weren't done with Moses yet. We can't go over to the other side, I think. A dead brain. There's immense gangrenous necrotic mass and rivers of hairy mold push out from between its fetid wrinkles. The mottled complexion appears on the verge of self-collapse. At the same time, a blanket of mycelium has sprung from the acid fluids pooling around the base.
Brains.
What?
No, he's right. It's a Cayne brain vat. Biocomputers. The base's primary servers.
They do not hum.
They're offline. No wonder we couldn't connect back.
That one looks more than offline. It looks dead.
It's the same plant-like growth we saw in the ducts. Does that mean it's a contaminant?
Contaminant. Profit. Or reckoning.
Suboptimal performance level not connected, mere connection to DS50 not available, but we can take this. Mobile auto dock endoscope. Can we look inside my bum with this? An endoscope. Oh my god, I think we can tear ourselves apart with that thing. Okay, we can't go through this door. And that pathway ends over there, doesn't it? Ah, no, it continues. Okay, this is the other brain. It's humming, and it has a console. Let's look at the brain first. The gargantuan brain undulates softly as rivulets of blood trickle down through its cerebral folds. This is half Chris, half machine, I think. The rhythmic motion occasionally tugs at the cluster of cables thrust haphazardly into the organic structure, as if weakly attempting to free itself. Think we're going to shock this later. We're not gonna take a sample, I think, apparently. We're not gonna spear it right now, apparently. And we have another console. A heavy humidity permeates the room. The wall is coated with thin film of condensation. The only sound is a soft whirring of hard drives. Okay.
This one is wrong.
A tumor. Like ourselves.
He's right. It is a tumor. It's stopping the node from functioning.
So, the bear's gonna have to remove it.
Vet-locked. Foreign DNA detected. Foreign DNA detected. Okay. We have foreign DNA here. This will be a code for later. Resuscitate enable DNA port. Remove foreign material from Vet-02 cortex. Isn't this Vet-01? Ah! I see you.
In-scope insertion complete.
Okay, Mose. You can do this.
I am a very smart bear now.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Select latching for further examination.
Intracranial foreign body latching scan. Select latching for further examination. Okay. I don't know what this is supposed to look like. Shunt, sever, or stimulate? Stimulate.
Stimulating cluster.
It exploded. Okay, we have to... Ah, yeah, okay. Number 2. Shot.
Shot failed. Latch
And
broke
it exploded.
100%.
Okay. Okay, it immediately regrows. Okay, so we're gonna take that.
Severing failure. Latch regrowth 100%.
Okay. Why is there this...
Stimulating cluster. Shunting successful.
Okay. And now? Okay, this did work now.
Stimulating cluster.
Okay, we needed to waste a turn, and then we're gonna shunt this.
Shunting successful.
Okay, then we go somewhere, do stupid stuff, wait for the thing to jump somewhere.
Shunt failed. Latch regrowth 100%.
Do we know? This is weird. Oh, we can go back to 3 now.
Shunt failed. Latch regrowth 100%.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Severing failure. Latch regrowth 100%.
Is this also a failure? If I do it here?
Failure. Latch regrowth 100%.
What the fuck is going on here?
Select latching for further examination.
What am I doing here? Stimulate that.
Stimulating
Oh,
cluster.
it explodes. Now we go to 3. And then we shunt that.
Shunting successful.
And now? We stimulate something.
cluster.
And then we go here. And we shunt that.
Shunting successful.
And now we go here. Do something else.
Stimulating cluster.
We can't go back to 3, so we're gonna take something else. We're gonna stimulate here.
Stimulating cluster.
This just jumps between 3 and 6. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, we need to find an answer to this. Maybe with him, but we should first go here and look at that weird thing again. Does this have anything to do with it? No. But this... Oh, this is so weird. Oh, wait. This is appearing on the thing. This is one of the 3 symbols on the side.
Select Latin for further examination.
There's symbols here. A, and shunt. Okay. That's shunt. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. What's the part of that that's useful? So the 2 rings with the thing is this. Then we have the one. I'm sorry, this is probably boring for you because you can't see what I'm putting on my paper. That we can use to sever. And then we have this stimulation thing. That. With the wireless symbol and that. Okay. I still have, I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing here, but we're looking at this column. Stimulate, sever, shunt. Or the other way around.
Select Latin for further examination.
Stimulate nerve pair. Shunt corresponding nerve. Sever stimulated nerve. Okay. Stimulate a nerve pair. Shunt the corresponding nerve. Sever stimulated nerve. Stimulate a nerve pair. This looks weird. Okay, we're gonna try to stimulate this.
Stimulating cluster.
And then 6. Was this here the entire time?
Stimulating cluster.
Okay, we stimulated the nerve pair 2 and 6. Then we need to shunt the corresponding nerve. Which should be 1. If this holds true to anything. Shunt that one.
Shunt failed. Latch regrowth 100%.
I think it just reset on me. Okay. Okay, stimulate any nerve. Then we're gonna shunt this nerve.
Shunting successful.
And now sever the stimulated one, which was number 2. Is it that easy?
Severing successful.
And now? Then we stimulate 1.
Stimulating plus.
Then we shunt 3.
Shunting successful.
Then we sever 1.
Severing successful.
Okay, that was completely useless writing the stuff down, because down here... What? Where did this come from? Okay, we stimulate 4.
Stimulating plus.
We shunt 5.
Shunting successful.
And then we sever 4.
Success. Foreign blood supply terminated.
That was weird.
Mose, you're amazing.
For a bear.
I am very small for a bear.
Cayne vat processing unit. Booting.
Now I should be able to connect to this bastard.
Cayne vat processing unit. Boot up complete. All pathways open for connection.
Here we go.
We still can't go through here, yes? Okay. Just want to redouble check that nothing changed on the other side. Nothing changed on the other side. Okay. Okay, can't continue with him. So we could now continue with her by interacting with this terminal that she's standing in front of, or we can continue with him because his door opened. And that's the first thing we're going to do in tomorrow's episode, going to new territories with Mac. Have a nice day and see you with that.